We take place at El Paso, Texas, and to be specific, downtown El Paso Duranguitos area. This specific area has lots of history to be told that almost only the people around the area knows about. So we found out that here is where the city of El Paso was born, and also was one of the places where the Camino Real took place, speaking of the days of the gold rush, where Duranguito is right in the middle of the two transcontinental connections. We're talking about the roots, where at one point this is where the first people of El Paso got together to become a community. Big first families started up here: Indians, Mexicans, and Chinese people that helped with the railroad, living precious historic buildings in the Duranguitos area. So, in 2016, the city of El Paso chose a 4-block section of Duranguito as the site for a $180 million downtown indoor arena. In order to do so, they want to demolish all Duranguito's area apart. Since then, the neighborhood has been the center of the battle between community activists and city developers. So our proposal is to establish our project in the heart of the area, El Tiradero Market, currently an abandoned building where we are sure we can bring back life to the area, inform people about their heritage, create a landmark type of building, attract tourism, connect and unify all cultures around, bring diversity back together with the current identity of preserving the area, and of course, El Tiradero Market, with an architectural program of activities plus a cultural pavilion, performance area, and an amphitheater. So by preserving El Tiradero Market leaves us with an established structure, and based to the shape that it already has, we propose this program that fits best to the criteria we defined before. So we have at the entrance a farmer's market for the people to the people, so they can interact with the growth of the local economy, opening possibilities to trade and sell whatever they want. And next to the market, there is two options: go to the outdoor main green area or to the indoor activity set place that includes a chess and pool tables, ping pong, football tables, best known as mesas de futbolito in Mexico, and a whole space to arts and crafts workshops to boost the development of Mexican art and pieces of art in general. Followed by that, there will be a library where they can find every document and source material from the Duranguitos heritage history. And in front of the library, an open recreational area, coming after the main green open area. But that's not it. By the back end of El Tiradero, it would take place a gastronomic restaurant so that the people can truly taste real Mexican cuisine. Right next to it, find craft beer and wine. So it doesn't end there. All the way to the back, we would find an amphitheater set for the people to perform live music and plays. Actually, any kind of performance. And besides the amphitheater, we can find the performance area where all type of activities can take place. Lastly, we can explore inside and around the pavilion that has this type of grid structure, with panels along specifically for the people to interact like a maze, to observe pieces of art attached to the panels as a gallery or any type of expression in them. And what essentially excites us about this program are the open space areas, the main green areas, the amphitheater, the performance area, the pavilion, and the market, because it really empowers everyone to connect, to create their own world, letting them interact free. And that's exactly what architecture is supposed to be about: finding ways to empower people to influence their physical environment so that they can actually perform as they want. Therefore, our concept stipulates a balanced space that contains Duranguito's roots and history, with an attractive configuration, collective, and intimate spaces to create new bonds through a journey based on fragmented moments that ultimately generates a unique experience for each user available all day long, where this concept fits truly to every aspect of the project. There are plenty nationalities living here since we're located near to the border, so really, the importance of the project is to involve the local community and really make a sense of ownership. So we got this idea to create this market as a mercado slightly similar to the ones you can find in Mexico, where locals can own a place and express themselves, selling, for example, 100% Mexican burritos, or gorditas, pozole, tortillas, tamales, enchiladas, sopes, garnachas, spices, real Mexican stuff in general, also Mexican crafts, etc. But this is a place not only for Mexicans if you like. All kinds of diverse people can be found here that want to come and learn, taste and try, see different things to what they're used to. All of it based on the characteristics of the area and the elements we recognize when we visit it. Another important place where they can experience a sense of ownership is the pavilion, the amphitheater, and the performance area, because really, what we are giving them is a place where they can use it to display their art, like paintings, murals, perform traditional folk dances, play traditional music, have the matachines perform, tributes to artists, and way much more to express. So, how can we invite all people that passes by to come inside during the day? Well, we open a path on the front of the building that opens up to the street, where in addition, it's covered with a wooden lattice instead of a wall. Also, we have another entrance at the back of the library and in the front that connects the main green area to the recreational area up to the library. In addition, we have the pavilion, the amphitheater, and the performance area that interconnects every side of the project with the main green area, el Tiradero, and the half-block pathway. The users can truly use the project all day long. The diversification of the project opens up to it. For example, the main green areas can turn at nights as an outdoor cinema, and the amphitheater as late-night music performance. So to wrap it all up, where it used to be an abandoned area, we create a living all-day use type of building with cultural diversity, sense of ownership, and attractive to the community with a dynamic project, changing the current perception to the best, El Tiradero Market, from the people to the people's project.